Josip Broz Tito. Josip Broz Tito, commonly known as Tito, was a Yugoslav communist revolutionary and a statesman, serving in various roles from 1943 until his death in 1980s. During the Second World War, he was the leader of the Partisans, often regarded as the most effective resistance movement in occupied Europe. He also served as the president for life of the Socialist Federal Republic of Yugoslavia from January 14, 1953 until his death on May 4, 1980. Broz was born to a Croat father and Slovene mother in the village of Komrovic, Austria-Hungary, or the modern Croatia. Drafted into military service, he distinguished himself, becoming the youngest sergeant major in the Austro-Hungarian army of that time. After being seriously wounded and captured by the Imperial Russians during World War I, he was sent to a work camp in the Ural Mountains. He participated in some events of the Russian Revolution in 1917 and subsequent civil war. Upon his return to the Balkans in 1918, Broz entered the newly established Kingdom of Yugoslavia, where he joined the Communist Party of Yugoslavia, or KPJ. He later was elected as General Secretary, later President of the League of Communists of Yugoslavia from 1939 to 1980. During the Second World War, after the Nazi invasion of the area, he led the Yugoslav guerrilla movement, or the Partisans, from 1941 to 1945. After the war, he was the chief architect of the Socialist Federal Republic of Yugoslavia, or SFRY, serving as both Prime Minister from 1944 to 1963, later President for life from 1953 to 1980, and Marshal of Yugoslavia, the highest rank of the Yugoslav People's Army, or JNA. Despite being one of the co-founders of Comintern, he became the first Comintern member to defy Soviet hegemony in 1948. He was the only leader in Joseph Stalin's time to leave Comintern and begin with his own socialist program, which contained elements of market socialism. Economists active in the former Yugoslavia, including Czech-born Jaroslav Vanik and Yugoslav-born Branko Horvat, promoted a model of market socialism that was dubbed the Illyrian model. Firms were socially owned by the employees and structured on worker self-management. They competed in open and free markets. Tito managed to keep ethnic tensions under control by delegating as much power as possible to each republic. The 1974 Yugoslav Constitution defines the Socialist Federal Republic of Yugoslavia as a federal republic of equal nations and nationalities, freely united on the principle of brotherhood and unity in achieving specific and common interests. Each republic was also given the right to self-determination and succession if done through legal channels. Lastly, Tito gave Kosovo, and I cannot say that because it's tough to pronounce, the two constituted province of Serbia, substantially increased autonomy, including de facto veto power in the Serbian parliament. Tito built a powerful cult of personality around himself, which was maintained by the League of Communists of Yugoslavia after his death. 10 years after his death, as communism collapsed in Eastern Europe, Yugoslavia dissolved and descended into civil war. While some criticize his personality as authoritarian and compare him to a brutal Stalin, most say Tito was the benevolent dictator. He was a popular figure both in Yugoslavia and abroad, viewed as a unifying symbol. His internal policy maintained the peaceful coexistence of the nation of the Yugoslav Federation. He gained further. And times for some important notes. Josip Broz Tito formed the non-aligned movement, which was basically a plan where they're not getting involved in any kind of a war. So basically the members are those from the most popular one from Egypt, India, Ghana, in Indonesia, and Yugoslavia itself. Since Yugoslavia is a communist, they're the first country to open its borders, welcoming foreign tourists inside Yugoslavia, and he was beloved by everyone, including the anti-communist and communist countries. And when his funeral in May 8, 1980, many countries all around the world, many delegates from both anti-communist and capitalist countries, visited at his funeral to pay the respect to Josip Broz Tito.